we're going to talk about how to put together the February Christmas card club. So I'm going to start out by showing you the examples, and we have three designs and two cards each. So there's the first design, and the second design is pretty much the same, but we put some DSP over the white paper, the white layer, and then we do a portrait or a horizontal kind of configuration, and then oh, here's another one that I did as an example. Again, added a little DSP to the white paper layer. And then I even made it into a slimline card for those of you who want to do a slimline card. And again, just using the white layer, and then we use a strip of DSP, and then I fussy cut these poinsettia. This one is done with a DSP over the white layer and added some bells that I included in your kit. And here is the last example, just slicing it long ways. Again, the DSP is on top of the white layer. And then the magic really is this sliding piece right here. So let's take a look at how to make one of these cards. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to get one of your card bases, and I'm suggesting the shaded spruce. And you're going to need your white layering piece. And for this, you cut a 3 3/4 by 4 inch piece, and you'll notice it's really short for here. So how does that work? So what you do is you're going to take your paper cutter, your trimmer, and for this demonstration I'm just using the slicer right here because it's small and I can do it right here. And what you're going to do is you're just going to randomly put it in, and you're going to slice it. So you don't have to worry about being right or wrong. You're just going to slice it from one side to the other and make it in a diagonal shape. Then what you've got is you've got a piece that looks like this. So, or did I do it the wrong way? Yes, it should have been like that. Okay, so I turn it like that. Okay, so you have like a 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and you've got this gap in between. And what you're going to do then is you're going to put dimensionals on the back of that white piece, those two white pieces, and I would say be pretty generous with your dimensionals. Put them on across the straight bottom and across the middle, but don't put them right along the slice portion, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So anyway, I have 5 dimensionals on this. I'm going to take the backings off of the dimensionals, and I'm going to lay it down on the card like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Again, straight across the top. So 3 across the top. And then maybe 2 this way, and 1 more here, but I'm going to make sure that I leave some space where the slice is. I don't want to cover that with dimensionals. Oh, that one already had its back off of it. Could be picking on that all day. All right. All right. So then you're going to lay this one down like this. And then you've got this channel right here. And what you're going to do with that channel is you're going to take your DSP piece and you're going to slide it right in there. So I am just going to take some glue. And you can choose which side you want yours to be. I'm going to do my tree side. And you just glue all the way down on that channel. So your glue is in your channel, and you just slide your piece into your channel. And make sure that you have your strip overlapping on both sides of your card. Then you're just going to trim it off with your scissors. So you just take your scissors and trim it straight using the card as your guideline. And there you have your first card. So then you're ready to embellish it. And I've given you some different ways to embellish it. You can use any of your labels that I gave you, and you can stamp anything you want with them. You can add some of the bells that I provided for you. You might also add some of your own jingle bells, or you might add a ribbon like I did on this one. I used the bells and I used the ribbon up here. I've put the embellishment on a little embellishment on the label here. You could have easily added the ribbon here or on the side, any way you want them. So it's a very easy card to make. That's the first card, and that's basically how we're going to design all of our cards. The only difference between this first card and the next card is you're going to glue a piece of your DSP onto the white piece before you slice it. So now that I've got this way, I'm going to go ahead and slice it again. And this time I will slice it maybe higher up. Oh, I don't know, maybe less. Let's do higher up. Okay, so again, you have glued your DSP onto your white piece, and then you slice it in half. Then you're going to take one of your card bases, and you're simply going to do the same thing. You're going to decide which one you want for the top and the bottom. You see, if I do it this way, you'll see my diagonal goes that way, while this one goes the other way. Or if I switched it out and did it this way, then the diagonal goes the other way. Okay, so here we go. I am going to bump this up on the dimensionals again. So across the bottom, 3 across the bottom, 2 here and I want to make sure that I leave a little space where my channel is. I think I want to call this card the Slice and Slide, because you slice it and then you slide that little piece down the middle. So here you go. I'm going to put my dimensionals across the top again, and then I'm going to put them along the side and in the middle, but I want to leave it open where the slice is, just so if you make a thinner channel, you don't have trouble sliding your piece of DSP underneath it. So there you have that one. And then you take your piece of DSP and you're going to slide it into the channel again. And this time, again, I'll just put a bit of glue across the channel, and then slide the piece of DSP down the channel. Make sure that both ends are overlapping your card base, and then flip it over and use your card base as your guide to just snip off those edges. And that's what I'm calling the Slice and Slide card. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.